All right, sports fans, let's talk a little bit about zoning today. If I can get this beard to be a little organized, that'd be nice too. Dylan here with Smart Real Estate Group and WS Property Management, talking everything real estate, life, and sometimes just business stuff in general. So, if you haven't, please hit the like, share, comment, subscribe button wherever it might be, and I appreciate you. Two, all right, today talking a little bit about zoning, and this will be very brief because zoning you don't have a whole lot of control. Let's adjust that a little bit. You don't have a whole lot of control in zoning. You can take some control, and to do that, you need to go to municipality meetings, county meetings, things like that. If you have curiosities, that's how you got to go about it. But zoning, I want to talk about today, like how to change zoning and how the municipality looks at things, right? So agriculture is very important to our country. If you didn't know, we're part of the Farm Belt, dairy land, all that stuff. Agriculture is typically taxed a little less than a lot of other things. Forestry, I think, is along those same lines, but there's a couple of different levels. Then you get commercial, and then you get residential, and then there's obviously a bunch of different things in there, right? It's always easier to go from a lower tax bracket to a higher tax bracket, right? Because the municipality is going to get more money. But what you have to think about is that the municipalities, county, they have a plan for what will be zoned what and how. So sometimes you still have to get involved, but generally it's easier to, like, let's say there's a parcel of land in farm country, like in an unincorporated area, and you want to carve out 3 acres and put a house on it. Usually, generally speaking, that's going to be pretty easy to take it from agriculture to residential. And I would also encourage you at that point to take it from, if you're doing 3 acres and your house is taking up like a quarter acre, get to do a quarter acre as residential, and then the other 2 3/4 acres to be agricultural and left alone. That way your taxes on the property are not as bad. But that's zoning and how that works in general. There's a lot more to it, but if you start getting into some bigger projects, let's say there's a property and you want to put a big apartment complex or a commercial building, you have to start working with the city early. You have to know how all that's going to work. And essentially, if it's not zoned the way you need it already, you got to work with them to rezone it. And I'm going to probably tell you need a lawyer at some point. Wouldn't be the worst idea. There you go. That's a little bit of zoning today. Thanks, guys.